I'm that bitch. Been that bitch, still that bitch. Will forever be that bitch. Forever be that bitch. Yeah, I'm the hood Mona Lisa. Break a nigga into pieces. Had to X some cheesy niggas out my circle like a pizza. I'm way too exclusive. I don't shop on Insta boutiques. All them little ass clothes only fit fake booties. Bad bitch, still talking cash shit. Pussy like water, I'm a mother and relaxing. I would never trip on a nigga if I had him. Bitch, that's my trash, you the maid, so you bagged him. I'm a savage, yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet, yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty, yeah. Hacking, stupid, what's happening? Bitch, what's happening? Bitch, I'm a savage, yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet, yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty, yeah. Hacking, stupid, what's happening? Bitch, what's happening?
Hello and good evening. Welcome to Miscommunications Talk Radio.
Hold on. No clapping. Hold on. Just keep talking.
You always delay my clapping.
I'm sorry.
Always delay my clapping.
As soon as I press the button, it didn't clap. I'm sorry. We're going to make up for it right here. Hold on 1 second. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2 1/2, 2 2/4. There, yeah, thank you. 3. They were just building up the loud clap for you, that's all.
I am your host, Queen Gemini. I hope everyone had a great weekend. We are going to jump right into these topics. So first, we're going to get into Chance the Rapper. I've been hearing a lot about Chance. So apparently Chance spent his 30th birthday. Not sure where it was at, but apparently he had a time of his life. He was getting twerked on.
What's wrong? Oh, okay. He was getting twerked on.
He was getting twerked on, and I guess his wife must have synced it, and she had a few words to say.
Oh, he married?
Yeah, he's married. He's definitely married.
I didn't know he was married.
Yeah, he's definitely married. I guess he turned 30. So she was not the happiest camper. She said people don't grow up. They get married, they have kids, and they just don't grow up.
Well, why she ain't go with him?
Right. Not sure, but she definitely had a few words to say. She definitely came out of her shell and said that she was upset.
She was upset.
She
should have went with him. It's her birthday.
She definitely was upset.
You get married and not celebrate your birthday with your husband.
She definitely was upset.
She'll be all right.
She will.
So I wanted to know, was Chance just having a time of his life, or was he wrong for getting twerked on?
He was having the time of his life. He was having the time of his life. That's what they do in Jamaica.
Yeah.
That's how I go.
But
And it's his birthday.
And it's his
a
birthday.
lot of people feel like he knew better. He shouldn't have been doing it.
You think so?
So,
What you think?
what do I think? I think he was having a time of his life, but I think, first of all, he's Chance the Rapper. Like,
Bingo.
he's Chance the Rapper. So, what she expect? Like you said, she should have went with him.
Mm-hmm.
She definitely should have went, and hey, turned up with him.
Right. What you had with him?
Yeah.
What y'all had with him?
I
Chance the Rapper.
I definitely would have went, regardless if it's Chance the Rapper is my husband. I'm going.
But let's just add the extra sauce that is Chance the Rapper.
Yeah, if it's Chance the Rapper, regardless if it's Chance the Rapper or what, even though it was Chance the Rapper, I definitely would have went. I definitely would have went and had fun. We would have been twerking together.
I'm just talking about on the strength that that's your husband's birthday, and he out celebrating his birthday. 30 is a milestone to a lot of
Right.
people.
It is. And you're supposed to turn up when you're 30. Like, he accomplished a lot in life. I don't see why she's upset. Yeah, she knew cameras was going to be everywhere because it's Chance. Chance is,
Man, she let that slide. But what she was thinking that he
But it's
fucked
not
with.
like I could see it's, if it's something reoccurring, you know, that we don't know about. This is my first time ever hearing about Chance the Rapper even being involved in some type of, you know,
right,
stuff
some
like
scandal.
that. So yeah, like so
I
I'm.
didn't even know the man was married, so that tell you how much Chance Rapper business be out there.
Which is good.
Yeah, so I mean, like you said, I think she should just let it slide. This one time, he just turned 30. He was just having a time of his life.
But
Trust me, she'll be fine, especially when that chick there from the.
She definitely ain't gonna divorce him. She's not gonna divorce him. So yeah, she'll be alright. I think she just mad because she didn't go. That's what I think.
you think that's what it is?
I think she just mad because she didn't go.
You out there letting girls twerk all on you, got me looking bad out here.
Well, she look like a man anyway, so.
What?
She look like a man anyway, so yeah. So
Sidebar.
yeah, she definitely look like a strong-faced man.
Oh,
So,
wow.
so I mean,
How strong?
strong-faced man. So
Wow.
yeah, yeah.
Tell
So
us how you really feel about it.
I mean,
Strong-faced
she's not
man.
the cutest
She's not the cutest.
person in the world. So yeah,
Maybe that's why he was out there twerking. I mean,
hey,
allegedly she's not the cutest, but these are opinions. So
definitely opinion. So my opinion, she is not a looker.
right, by your opinion, we're gonna say it like that. You can't sue it if it's an opinion.
Right.
Everybody has their taste.
Right.
All right, there you
So-
have it.
So my next question is, could you date someone who slept with your best friend? Could you date someone who slept with your best friend?
Well, you know what? Wait, you mean like dating for real?
Yeah, like I have a serious relationship, like be in a full blown relationship. Like it didn't work with the best friend and this person,
But it's working with you.
but it's working with you. Y'all probably 6 to a year in.
I didn't go behind her.
I don't have no best friend to really say that about. I don't think I could. Well, I don't think I would. Either.
Yeah, I
don't think
can't
would
date
talk to
nobody that dated my best friend.
Yeah.
I've had some associates that went behind me, but I can't. Yeah, no, I can't date nobody that dated my best friend. I'm sorry.
You had some associates that went behind you.
Yeah, that dated a few guys that I dated before.
I bet you won't say their name.
Bet you won't get their initials.
Just messy. But I definitely had. It's quite a few young ladies that I used to associate with that definitely went behind me and dated some guys.
Well, what about if your mate dates your best friend after y'all break up? Like, you date somebody, you with somebody, and they decide to go and date your best friend.
That's them. I have nothing to do with it. She wasn't my best friend
Would
to
you
begin
feel some
with.
type of way, though?
I definitely would feel some type of way because I feel like then your intentions was wrong the whole time. You know, we were together, so you was plotting.
That's what I was finna say to you.
Yeah, you were plotting
and he was looking at them all along.
Yeah, they both. I feel like they both probably was plotting and planning the whole time. So yeah, we.
What if they come to you and ask you?
I don't think she'll be alive.
But y'all broke up though. Y'all done.
I mean,
Yeah, y'all ain't together.
to each his own. But no, we definitely.
That's not a question that could be asked. Miss Gemini.
I'll be on the first 48 somewhere.
Miss Gemini, you know, I've been looking at your girl, your friend for a while. We ain't together. How you feel if I go ahead and date her and stuff? You know, just one time, you know, just see what it's like. We kind of got the same kind of
No, you went
interest.
Real far.
What?
You went even
One
further.
time?
You went even further.
We got the same kind of interest.
No, you like I know y'all. First of all, the y'all interest and all that do not count.
That's just adding sauce to the sandwich,
No.
I cannot.
so she could swallow it better.
If one of my so-called friends wants to date my mate, oh hell no.
If you ain't been messing with dude,
No.
I don't know how long, and after these years, she go and say, girl, I seen such and such and blah, blah, blah. What you think if I talk to him?
I'm be like, I think you was a hoe to begin with. I think your intentions was pure. I think you were plotting. Why would you want to date somebody that I mess with?
Why you want my sloppy seconds?
Not even my sloppy seconds. It's just it's supposed to be girl code. So yeah,
But is it really?
you a hoe?
It ain't.
Is it really?
No.
It ain't.
Mm-mm.
Is it really?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because a lot of females is not loyal nowadays. No.
Okay. Especially nowadays. It's different nowadays.
A lot of females is definitely not loyal. And like I said, they been plotting and planning for a while. So, yeah, no.
That might be a little touchy subject for you, alright? Did it happen for real?
I mean, yeah, it happened. It definitely happened. It happened a few times. And
okay.
I ain't gonna say no names, but it definitely happened. So, yeah, no. We can never be friends. I can never associate you. I can
Even
never
if they
put
apologize, like, I'm
I
sorry,
can
Miss
never put
Gemini.
your name in the same sentence or nothing. I will be
Nothing going on.
completely done. Completely. And, you know, it's crazy I'm saying this, but we gonna move on.
Go on, say it. Go on, say it.
Because, you know, like I said, I've had a few associates that went behind me, and, you know, I kind of forgave them, but I don't see them, you know, eye to eye no more like that. But, yeah, no. Yep, that'd be a closed case. Done deal. Done data. Nope.
Lack 02H on YouTube said the problem is distinguishing between friend, fan, foe, and hoe.
That's what
Yep.
I
Only
see.
one of them is loyal.
That's what I see.
And thank you for tuning in. We appreciate it.
Friend, it would definitely be a friend, but the rest of them, they all in the category of a hoe. Them all hoes. Hoes.
They don't even
Definitely.
get the other category. They go straight
it
to
ain't no
hoe.
foe, no nothing. Them some hoes.
But what if they started out as your friend? That's the thing. It starts out as your friend.
If you start all as my friend, you was never my friend to begin with. You was never my friend to begin with.
Yeah, but I mean, after years of them, y'all hanging out with each other,
Right.
the attachment just became something else.
You was never my friend to begin with.
No?
Cause you should have, if that's the case, you should have asked this question while we were dating. While me and him were still dating.
But it
Hey,
wasn't fault then.
hey, I want a relationship with you or her or him, whatever. Hell, we could have probably invited you to the party, but then you gonna go behind my back? Yeah, no, you's a hoe. You definitely is a hoe. Definitely is a hoe.
A dirty
Definitely.
one at that, right?
Definitely a hoe.
A dirty hoe.
Definitely a hoe.
So don't want no queen hoe.
Right? So, how much is too much to share with your partner?
How much is too much?
How much is too much
Are we
to
married
share?
or we just date?
Dating, married?
It's a difference.
It's different.
It's a
Okay,
real
so
big
if you're
difference.
dating, how much is too much to share?
You don't
A
share a
lot.
lot.
You don't share a lot?
You don't share a
But
lot.
what
if
if you
date.
married? How much
I
can
think there should be no secrets between a person that's married.
It should be
Between the
12
two.
secrets.
12?
12.
Bullshit. There should be none.
12 secrets.
12 secrets. When you're married,
Yes.
when you're married, it should be 12 secrets.
12 secrets.
Nah.
12 secrets.
Nah. Nah.
He don't count.
I don't count.
12 secrets. So
He's been
you
married
so you
most of
shouldn't
his
share a
life.
lot with your mate.
He
Like
been
if you're married.
most of his life, so he don't know.
I only been divorced for 12, 13 years, but it don't matter. I was married for 25. And yeah, I still would say that if I had not been married for 25 years prior to my divorce, that yeah, there should be no secrets between
But some of the
you
shit
and your
that
spouse.
found out, don't you
But
wish
what-
it was still a secret?
But that's not the point. The point, I can't help if that person is holding
Just
secrets.
saying. I'm just saying.
I'm talking about me and my standards.
But do you wish that they were still secrets?
We ain't talking about me right now. We're talking about in
Oh,
general.
hypothetically.
We hypothetically talking about in general.
In general, hypothetically.
Nah.
Would you have wished that secret stayed a secret?
No, I don't actually. Because the secret actually, once I learned it, actually opened my eyes to different things. That the person wasn't thinking how I was thinking. Once I learn how a person is thinking, then I move accordingly. Either move out or move on or move around. One of the two. But I always like, if it's a secret and I find out about it and it's something that's inappropriate that I think that I should have known in the first place. A lot of times people make relationships difficult when they don't have to be.
Right.
All you gotta do is just say something. It's up to me to choose what I want to do or not. And that part right there is the hardest part.
So how much of your past would you share with your mate?
I don't really have a past to share.
Mm-hmm.
Because I was married since I was 17.
Okay.
That's what making it be fair.
Right.
All the years when secrets would have happened, he was married.
Right. I was married since I was 17. Had 3 children. It was in college. I mean, so really, I don't have any secrets, so I can't give you that answer, fairly.
But someone said you never let your right hand know what your left hand is doing. Always keep something to yourself, good or bad, true facts.
Yep, true. And should
What do you think?
Me?
Hypothetically.
hypothetically,
Yeah, hypothetically speaking, it's good to let your mate in on some things, but not everything.
Really? That's where we at today in marriage? We had secrets from
Because
each
I
other?
feel like if you expose too much or indulge too much, then they might feel some type of way.
Well, we're going to feel some type of way anyway.
Yeah, males do feel some type of way.
Regardless.
real strong.
We're going to feel
Yeah.
some type of way anyway.
They do.
That's only going to make it worse.
Yeah,
If
but
it happened to find out. I think marriage is a commitment that you make, and you are supposed to be 100% honest within that marriage.
Mhm.
If you're going to go into marriage having secrets and not telling the truth about things, what's the point? Just stay dating. That's just my opinion.
But,
This is my opinion
I mean-
of marriage. This is not something that's written down in law. It's just my opinion. We going by my opinion. That's how I feel about it.
right. I mean, I'm not. I can't. Some stuff you don't need to know.
Okay, well, cool. We're going to move on from that.
Right.
I don't think we're going to agree to disagree, because I feel like there should be nothing that I can't see or you can't see with me, or I can't say to you and you can't say to me, I can't talk to you
Right.
about. Even if you say to me, we've been married for 10 years, and maybe when I was young you probably couldn't say this to me, but I feel like I want to date other people. But now you can say it to me, because I've learned that when a person gives you a signal, like my ex-wife said, we got married young, I feel like I missed out on a few things.
Mhm.
And I said, well, what is it you missed out on? Let's see if we can find it out. And she was like, no, that's the problem. I didn't listen clearly.
Someone
That was my
said,
first warning.
your past is your past. Everyone has a past. Some wouldn't accept certain things from your past. So yeah. It said you can still be honest. So
You can still be honest, right?
yeah.
But I guess the problem is with me, I don't really have a past to hide or not
bring
talk
up
to
or,
discuss
yeah.
to bring up. So, I mean, I was in college at 15, so I was married at 17.
See my
So
point?
there was no what they call stage. in
Okay.
between
So you
that.
went straight to
Right.
He had those college days. Or
Right.
those
I was already married at
Turned up
college.
days.
nightstand
Yeah.
days or clubbing days. He bypassed all of that.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So you
You
went
know,
straight
when
to
I was in Southmore College when I got married. So
Okay,
at
okay.
17. So it was just one of those things.
So this goes into my next question. What relationship advice would you give your younger self?
Don't get married.
Don't get married.
Don't get married so young.
I would say that.
Yeah.
I would say don't get married
Yeah.
so young. Yeah.
That's better.
Don't get married. Someone just because you having kids don't mean that you have to be married or with that person to take care of your children.
Right.
But that's what I would have said. Cause I probably should have lived a little bit more when I was younger. But hey, live and you learn. I probably would have been in Georgia. I probably would have been somewhere else though. I guess that's the difference. Sometimes you just meant to be somewhere in particular.
Yeah. Well, the relationship advice I would give my younger self is take time to work on you and to make sure that, you're strong enough to be in a committed relationship, because things that could affect you in the past can still affect you in the, in the present, in the future.
There you go.
Miss Communications Talk Radio.
Hey now.
Hello.
Hey, Lab 316.
Hey, Shan.
This is Shannon Jackney. I just had to check in on this call.
Hey, Shan. She has a show on Sundays. Hey, Shan, how you doing?
Everything okay? There's no feedback and all that?
Nah, you good.
Right, okay, good. I wanted to comment on the question that was asked. Do you tell a lot of your past from previous relationships or previous lifestyles or what have you? Sometimes when you do go over, telling too much, it can be used against you later on. And for an example, everybody knows strippers and this, or even women that I'm gonna say hoes, selling pussy, prostitutes. Past telling your dude, your present dude, that type of conversation, like you said, Lab, it's gonna be up to him or her to decide if I'm gonna deal with this, know. But I don't think holding nothing from your past should be done, because with me, I'm upfront. I just let you know this how it is, this what I was, this what it's been, and you're gonna have to take it or leave it. Because again, it can come back and hurt you. For an example, y'all get married and somebody in the wedding like, well, goddamn, I knew him from. He used to be a woman, this and that. And
Right.
And you don't know, and you went mad, but if he just came to you and gave you, or she gave you that opportunity to deal or no deal, then that's when it becomes the problem.
Right.
So holding back sometimes can hurt you, but if you with somebody that's understanding, and if this is somebody that you plan to be with, they're going to have to accept that. The past is your life. Your past is your character. Your past is who you are now. Your past is this where I stand today because of my past. So if you don't like it, take it or leave it, and let them leave it. Because I would want somebody to know me all the way, instead of somebody walking up on us and saying, okay, she used to do this, she used to do that, and, he used to do this, and he used to do that. So it's okay to share, because that kind of tells, if somebody really wants you for you, if they're looking for you for your present, who you are, who they see, and they can't accept who you used to be, then we might don't need to be. And that's my opinion, like Last said. Just my opinion, not nothing wrote down.
Right.
It's just my opinion. That's how I feel on that right there.
I agree, Shan.
We agree 100%.
Well, thank you so much.
That's all it takes. And then these girls that's dating your friends that's coming up in your relationship, like Last said, now people's intentions do to be, let's just, we are friends. This is my homegirl, I like her, she cool, da-da-da-da. But see, we be fucking at women sometimes, broadcasting our man, showing them every day. I ain't got to post. You ain't got to post him. You ain't got to share him. Cause you advertising your man too. You might be happy all about what you got going on, but you put them wolves on y'all. Them wolves will start calling. Girl, I used to date him, or he. You shouldn't even want all that extra energy from others. And ain't nothing wrong with being happy with who you with. Ain't nothing wrong with that. That's why you go to the malls or you go to the parks and y'all walk and hold hand in real life. Right. But we want to post and share and share it to 20,000 people because nothing but 100 seen them if y'all just stayed out in y'all little area, moved around in real life. But we got to share and want everybody to see. So you advertise. So, hey, your friend wouldn't even study him. But then she hear y'all problems. You just don't know how you turn other women on, even when you're talking about your problems in your relationship. That miserable love shit company, that little thing, that shit, people want to hear that, and they going to be like, oh, so she ain't really happy. Oh, he don't really like her. Oh, he looked good today. Oh, damn, he smelled good. All of a sudden, she's starting to like him. Because you complaining about him, and she like, shit, I felt big then. You talking about you don't want to do it. Hell, I do it. You know what I'm saying? And that thing, not intentionally, and when doing it, and then set out to hurt you, it ends up happening. Because I had a best friend to do that to me. She dated my boyfriend. Hell, them motherfuckers were together for a whole year before I found out. So,
wow.
Wow.
Just saying.
Wow.
They were together a whole year, and I ain't know nothing about it. But I was saying things, but I just never, put it. I'm thinking this my best friend, and I'm thinking this my boyfriend. But them folks was not studying my punk ass. Okay? Because she knew how we were getting into it all the time. She knew it wasn't happy. He probably talking to her. She see all that. So you advertise your business too much. And you supposed to keep what's good to yourself.
That's right.
And not to everybody.
There you go.
You right.
All right. Well,
So
thank you.
that's you get your nice guy shit. Shut up. Because it ain't none out here. And all these girls want it.
Right.
It ain't that many.
Right.
It ain't that many. And if you feel like you got one and know some, hey, where you been? Oh, girl, baby, saying anything. But you ain't got to tell them you was out with your dude. So they going to be trying to come around.
Right.
Oh, put where your folks went and tell him to come up. All that good stupid shit. And, so you got to blame yourself sometime. And not much is blaming yourself, but you just got to keep it to yourself. So that's all I got to say. I really had to check in. So I'm like, Lord, let me help her. Because I already know. So you good. You going to be good. And you don't fuck with them. Yeah, they a hoe. She a hoe now. That's right. Yeah. You a hoe. So just know that. Don't be mad because I'm mad. Because I'm mad. Because you will. And ain't nothing wrong with how you feel. So just feel how you feel. But she's a hoe, and you just keep on moving and just do what you do. Do your thing. You got your podcast going, and make the best of it. Shit, turn up. Turn up and don't ever pay your business. This ain't even it. But I'm gonna let you have that. We'll definitely have a good time. This is Shannon Jackson Show checking in. I like it, miscommunication. So y'all be good, and I'm finna go.
He said,
right,
thank you.
All right.
Wow.
That's my unfiltered friend, Shan.
But yeah, no, I don't have to deal with those situations anymore. Like, far as the friend concerned, like I said, right now I don't even keep friends in my relationship. Like, no, you can't be around my man. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think as you get older, you might want one friend or two, but you start realizing that friend shit is alright, but it ain't everything. It's just, if you have friends like, Slick has had friends for 20, 30 years, that's different. But if you move somewhere else and you try to make friends and you just like, it's just not the same as when you grow up with them.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? When you make new friends and bring them into whatever you got going on, that's a little different than when you grow up with the friends. So, yeah, new friends ain't all that great. I'm sorry. LAC 02002H said protect yourself and invest in oneself.
Mhm.
So
I agree.
yeah.
I definitely agree. And like she said, you can't indulge too much information because they definitely eating that up. They eating that up. They seeing what y'all got going on social media and how you telling, social media, oh, he did this for me or he splurged on me today, and they want that. They want that type of lifestyle, and they're gonna do everything they can to break you up and make you unhappy so they can slide on in. So
yeah.
Like I said, it's not happening now. But it has happened.
It has happened, but we ain't gonna have it happen in the future.
So, yeah.
We're gonna make that not happen again.
Right.
So yeah, I get what you're saying.
So, what I really wanted to talk about today is double standards of parents.
Okay.
Yeah. So why is it okay for a parent to accept their daughters as being lesbians, but they can't accept their sons as being gay?
I think it's more of the fact that for men, accepting their son as gay is feels like it's like you didn't do your job, you didn't make them masculine enough. Masculinity in society is a big thing, and if you think about having a gay son, you feel like, dang, I failed them, because you may feel like that but it's not necessarily true. You know, for men, I don't know how women feel about it. I'm just
Right.
speaking from a male's point of view. That you feel like you may have let them down. You didn't teach them enough. You didn't guide them the right way, maybe. But as far as females being lesbians, I don't know why parents would accept that. I think both of them is a letdown to me. If you feel like you parenting right, you might feel like you let yourself down, but I think one is just easier to swallow
Except
than the other. Yeah.
Because
But society dictates that too.
Yeah.
You know, society dictates that because, you know, grown men will accept another woman being with another woman, think it's the best thing in the world. But they will not accept the same thing. So society, that stuff trickles down from higher up, from society, it trickles down. It's just one of them things that happen when you get it in your mind. It's like anything. You know, like them old home remedies. Your grandmama say, you know, your tooth hurt, gargle with some hot salt water, you know, stuff
Yeah.
like that. It's one of them things that trickle down from the ages. It's just how it's always been, I guess, you would say.
But I don't feel like, because I've heard a lot of males say, well, if my son become gay, I'm going to disown him.
Mm-hmm.
But if my daughter becomes a lesbian, I'm going to accept her with open arms. I'm not going to like it, but I'm going to have to deal with it.
Mm-hmm. I think,
So-
like I said, the male part is the hardest part.
Okay.
As you as a woman, would you accept your daughter as a I mean, you have to speak from the woman's point of view as to why.
So, in my opinion, I'm going to accept either one of my kids
Mhm.
because I feel like depending on the stage they're in or the age they're in, they could be just going through a phase and it could just play out. So I'm not going to say, hey, I'm not going to accept you, you know, for liking girls or, you know, whatever. And I'm, as far as vice versa with my son, I'm not going to, you know, disown my son or anything because maybe he need a little guidance. Maybe he, you know, he didn't watch something he wasn't supposed to watch and feel like it's okay and it's cool. And, you know, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit down and talk to him. Hey, where your mind at, first of all? You know, where you get this from and who taught you this and, you know, what's going on? What are you feeling? What are your thoughts? I want to know what's going on because you just didn't wake up and say, hey, today I'm going to be gay.
A lot of times it don't, I mean, yeah, I don't think it starts, I don't think they just wake up and say it's something that's been in their mind for a while.
Right.
It may something that may have happened early on, or it just may have been how they felt. I don't necessarily know. Me as a father of a gay son, I'm going to tell you, for a while there was a difficult thing, but I've never disowned him. Now the problem I have is that my spouse told him I disowned him, and since he's a mother's boy, he kind of goes that way. Yeah, he's a mama's boy, so he kind of goes that way, kind of believes everything she says. So that in itself is kind of a wedge between us. But I've never disowned him. I never stopped loving him in any type of way. But it's just, I guess he just feels like that's how it is. I mean, I can only tell him it's up for him to feel that, you know, feel like it's true. I can only tell him I still love you, still my son, whatever. But it's up to him to take that and do with it what he will. So. I don't know. I think that men when they have a gay son feel like they failed their son. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't know about the girl part. I haven't dealt with that part.
Okay.
But my daughter loved men.
Okay.
A lot of them.
Okay. It's just something that always, you know, and then too played in the back of my mind, like, why do men or majority of parents, you know, male parents say, my daughter can be a lesbian, but my son can't be gay. If my son is gay, I'm going to disown him. I'm not going to have nothing to do with him.
Mm-hmm.
But then again, a lot of people have gay males in their family, and they can accept them with open arms, but they can't accept their son,
It's different. That gay male in my family is not my responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
But my gay son is my responsibility. That's the difference.
If Carlos was gay, what do you think I would have said?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I don't think you would have loved him any less.
Oh, no, I already know that. But, yeah, what do you think I would have said?
I don't know what you would have said. I really can't.
You can give
judge
your
that.
opinion by calling the number at the bottom of the screen.
Yeah, call in.
678-740-9894.
678-740-9894
Yep.
and give your opinion. But anyway, yeah, I just think that's not of my loins. So the gay person in the family is not my responsibility. It's not of my loins. It's not my child.
You know
Right.
what? To me, it's it's more so about how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can be gay, and I don't care, but you don't have to be gay.
Flamboyant, gay,
Yeah, like all that with it.
Mhm.
Just be gay,
okay.
and I'm okay with that. And don't turn to no girl. Don't start with all the, stuff.
But what if they said, "Hey, mom, hey, dad, I think I want to be a full-blown girl. I think I want the sex change. I think I want to be, I want to dress like a woman. I want to do this. I want to do that."
It
Would
would
you-
be a problem because I would probably feel like I'm losing a child.
That's a hard conversation, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Miscommunication Talk Radio.
Yeah, I was calling to tune in as young auntie.
Hey.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello?
Hello?
You can go ahead and
Yeah.
share your thoughts.
Go ahead.
It ain't really no wrong or right answer to this, you know what I'm saying? Because, I got kids too, and we all think about this topic, you know what I'm saying? And at some point, you're going to have to deal with it, you know what I'm saying, regardless of, what it is or what it ain't. But at the end of the day, I would just say, we all, it ain't no love lost, you know what I'm saying, there's nothing. And over the years, gained a much more respect, I'm an artist and, I'm in the entertainment business, and, there's gay people out there all over, you know what I'm saying, I have no disrespect, you know what I'm saying, or nothing, you know what I'm saying, against what they do or how they do it or whatever. But if it was one of my children, you know what I'm saying, I think the best thing that I can do is just be supportive, you know what I'm saying, 100% supportive of them and the choices that they make, male or female. You know what I'm saying? I have 4 boys and a daughter, so if my daughter wanted, to be a lesbian, I would have to accept that, because it's a daddy girl. But, my son, we want him to be masculine, we want him to be this or whatever. And I just learned to say, everybody has their choices and their opinion and what they want in their life. And as a parent, I just want to be there for my kids no matter what. God said, don't judge, I can't really comment, what I'm saying, on, different blogs with the Dwayne Wade and things like that, what I'm saying, and, no disrespect to their family or whatever, or their decisions, but I just think, the best thing is just to be supportive and just pray about it.
Do you think that would be a hard conversation for you, though, for your sons, if any one of your sons said it?
Hell yeah, as a father.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
That would definitely be a very
like
hard...
you ain't tripping, you know what I'm saying? Everything that you was saying, I agree with too, you know what I'm saying, as a man, but I just be thinking about all these TV shows or whatever, and what they program and try to program, our kids to see and stuff like that. Even with like one of my favorite shows is The Ghost, Power.
Right, right.
There's a lot of gay activities in that.
Yeah.
And I understand it, because you can't be biased. Sex sells. You know what I'm saying? No matter what it is, but just the way, just watching the show, you know what I'm saying? Just how Mary J. Blige, embraces, him, the family embracing no matter what, you family.
Right,
but
right.
This is a TV show, you know what I'm saying? This is not they real kids, you know what I'm saying? So it's like everybody have different opinions about it, and I just it's a topic that you know, people can agree and disagree on, and you know what I'm saying, and just move forward, because it's a hard topic. You know, my son came to me and said, you know, that's what he wants. You know, then you gotta take a deep breath now. You know, you know,
Right.
you gotta take a deep breath for that. You know, but you know, I got strong boys and they like women. You know what I'm saying? They love women. I'm happy for that. You know what I'm saying? You know, it could be another way, but just to chime in, I just want to chime in just because, you know, that y'all my family, and I get the live notifications all the time. A lot of times I be busy, you know what I'm saying, with my children. But some told me to chime in, you know, today, and just to hear that topic, because these are topics that need to be talked about, and people are scared to talk about it.
Right.
And the kids are at school, and school shootings and all type of stuff. There's so much going on with our kids that we don't even know about. You know, they just on tablets and computers or whatever, and they don't want to sit at the dinner table and eat as a family. You know what I'm saying? It's not like what it used to be 10 years ago. But I think, you know, with a line of communication, I think everything can be all right.
All right. Well,
All right,
thank you
thank
so
you.
much.
No problem.
You know what I'm gonna say? What he said, how we talk about TV.
Uh-huh.
The cartoons.
Oh, yeah.
I got a granddaughter, and
Yeah.
she is 8, and they have gay people
On the cartoon, yeah.
on the cartoons and trans.
Yeah, he is right about the TV programs. I mean, we said that before, that, you know, a lot of the programs is always,
All of them.
like, it used to say it's got to have one black person. Now it's got to have one gay
They
person.
got to
And
have
somebody's
one
got to be gay.
person. Somebody got to be biracial. They're gonna have some kind of biracial relationship, and it's not. It's like in every show. Like, and sometimes I think they putting it out there too quick. I would prefer it not be in my grandchild cartoons
Yeah.
because that's hard. And then she'd be like, "Nana, what?" And you be like,
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's everywhere. And it's definitely everywhere because it's a gay middle school here in Atlanta.
"What?
So, yeah, it's everywhere.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't know.
Just for gay people?
Just for gay children. Just for children who, yeah, it's a gay middle
I
school.
have never heard
Yeah.
about that.
It's a gay middle school here in Atlanta. So, and, you know,
And I'm learning. I never heard about it.
someone
But you
said,
ain't got nobody really in school you got to attend to.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
how do you handle a situation if your child is born with the same sex, with both male and female parts?
Ooh,
Ooh.
that's hard right there. I can't answer that question.
Yeah, for me, I would probably watch the child and see which way the child seems like they gonna go. You know what I'm saying? It's very rare you see a hermaphrodite.
Right.
Yeah.
You have to get that's a counseling for the parents and the child,
Yeah.
because that's going to be a difficult conversation, because as a parent you're probably going to see the child one way and the child might feel another way.
Right,
That's what I'm
exactly.
saying. What if you choose the wrong way?
Right. So
Right.
then you be
Right.
battling your child, and they say, "No, I'm this. I got this, so I'm this," and you like, "No, you that." You know,
Right.
you him, and you like, "No, I'm her."
Right.
So those are things that need to be worked out. I mean, really hard in counseling, because that's a whole different subject.
Yeah.
That's not someone just,
Choosing.
well, I don't know if they would choose. A lot of people say they born gay, but it's not someone that you feel like is choosing. That person feel like they were born that way, like, because they have both parts. So it's kind of, man, that's difficult. That's difficult.
Yeah.
I've been saying, look, your EMT said, you know what? I can't answer that one either.
Yeah.
That's
She
just
said you only have
Yeah.
a limited time to correct it. But
Well,
what if the
I mean,
child
but we'll-
doesn't? I mean, what if they're at an age where they can make their own decisions and they don't want to correct it? Like they want
But let me ask a question
Oh,
though
wow.
to that person: is it really correcting it? Because if they were born with both parts, is it really correcting it? Because if they choose the one side and you're choosing the other side, who's to say which side is correct?
to. Right.
So you get what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that's one of those deals where if the child chooses, I'm gonna be a male, and you like, no, you gonna be a girl. whose side is correct because technically they're both.
Right.
And if they got
Right.
ovaries
You get what
and
I'm
all
saying?
that
So
stuff,
how do you battle against correcting something that's really uncorrectable when both sides can be right?
Yeah. That's tough right there. Because I mean, if my son or daughter came out with both, I mean, I don't know.
Would you? I mean, how would you choose as a parent? Would you choose that they look more like a girl? Would you say you're a girl, but then as they get older, they're feeling more like a boy? I mean, those that right there is not.
That's really tough because, like you said, you don't want to make the wrong decision and you
Right.
can cut something off that wasn't supposed to be cut off.
I don't know if you cut it off.
Miscommunication Talks Radio.
Yeah, this young ENT, and I know I said I couldn't answer the question, but that's a hard one, you know what I'm saying, as far as, you know, them dealing with both sets. But, I mean, I think as a society, we got to take an accountability that it's not like it was 20 years ago when, you know, grandma, you know what I'm saying, you know, and grandma heavily in the family, you know, giving guidance. I think it's all about, you know, how you was brought up as a child, you know. I think that, in a sense, if it was me, you know, I'm like my mama, she probably get the blessed oil out. And you know, and put the cross over my head, you know, and pray about it. But
Right.
I don't really know how to answer that one. But what I will say is, you know, things are changing through social media, through what you think you gotta be or be like, you know. And I heard the lady say about the cartoons. Yeah, we gotta watch what our kids watch on cartoons too. You know what I'm saying? Because they putting it in the cartoons as well.
Right.
You know, so I think, you know, as a whole, I think it's a, you know, if I was to try to answer that question, I think it's a part of the uptraining. You know what I'm saying? I mean, think about it. The mama, she 24, grandma 34,
Right.
great grandma 44, all them bitches in the club. You know what I'm saying? Looking for a man.
Right.
And the kids are at home being babysitted by the wrong person. The father ain't in the home. You know what I'm saying? And you know, and the way I can chime in on it, because you know, and I don't know if y'all ever discussed this or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all haven't, you know what I'm saying, this is just like a alley-oop or whatever. You know, I have a child. You know what I'm saying? One of my youngest boys, he has autism and ADHD. You know, how does a parent deal with that? With teachers telling you that your child is different, but you know your child is smart. You know, it takes them a little bit longer to warm up to you. You know what I'm saying? If they can work a tablet or a computer or, you know, and get the things that they want, you can't tell me that, you know, they having trouble in school, because they know it's just, you got to take the necessary steps and precautions or whatever, because we're dealing with a kid with special needs. So would I disown my child because he has special needs? Hell no. Well, I just disown my child because he or she may be gay? Hell no. All I'm going to tell them is, hey, man, do you. You know, leave me up out of it. Do you. I'm going to support you regardless. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this is your life. Mm-hmm. So if you asking me what I do, I would say do what you feel that's in your heart. And some kids are just confused because half these girls is, you know, in between 20 and 30, they got stripper poles in their apartment building. Okay, so they stripping, they teaching our kids, you know what I'm saying, and there's no fathers in the home. man, it's people. These men are making babies and not taking care of them, and it takes a 2-parent household. You know what I'm saying? To, I think, not really have to come to these conclusions, if that makes any sense. You know, because you could be looking for love in all the wrong places, but you don't have nobody to tell you, hey, man, stop looking for love. Love's going to find you.
Right.
You know?
That's right.
So, yeah, I ain't going to hold y'all up. I just wanted to chime in on that. I appreciate y'all. And y'all, it's like first 48 for me. Yeah.
Appreciate
you. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
Because
you
it's
too.
like, these are topics, like, you go to the podcast and they talking about everything, but what's not important,
Right.
you know,
That's right.
and what people are afraid to talk about.
Right.
You know, you guys are doing an excellent job, a wonderful job, or just keeping the boundaries and just talking about it without hurting nobody's feelings.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I respect about it, because it's a lot, especially, you know what I'm saying, for me, just to have, you know, but you know, when I heard my son had ADHD and, you know, autism, I don't believe none what teachers say, because, you know, they underpaid and all that. They ain't really, it's not like it was in the old days. So they're underpaid. They try to tell you from observation from a certain amount of time that they're with your child.
Right.
How your child is, and it's like, nah, if you ain't got them 24/7, he or she, you don't really know how they is. You just there to, you know what I'm saying, to get paid to do a job, but at the end of the day, who wants to hear that your child is different? And I think that's kind of the same thing as what we're talking about, you know what I'm saying, being different, but being accepted, because I wouldn't want my child to be bullied because of his, you know what I'm saying, abilities.
Right.
And what he got going on. I wouldn't want my child to be bullied if he or she was gay.
Right.
Right.
But it's 2023. It ain't 1993. You know, so it's like you gotta roll with the punches and just stay prayed up and manifest it in God. You know, and you know, he will come through, and no weapon formed against us shall prosper.
All right.
God bless.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Bye bye.
Yeah.
And that lady you heard, young NT, that's Slick. Slick is in the building talking to y'all. She be waving at y'all on Instagram on all these shows, but she's actually present. LAC 028. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that. Forgive me. Says, wait a minute. Don't be leave a fitness pole out of it, because she has one in her apartment. In her house, in her house. There's a difference.
But yeah, I mean, like some points were made as far as the situation with the child being gay and stuff like that. You know, I say communication will have to be the key. You just have to sit down and talk to your kid. But, you know, I wouldn't make them feel like they're not accepted, because a lot of kids already feel like they're not accepted in the world. So to come home and feel like you're not accepted by your parents, you know.
What do you think the reaction can make them feel like they're not accepted?
Yeah.
I mean, because
I think if your child comes to you and you just spaz out the first time they tell you, they gonna be like, well, wait a minute, I should have kept it to myself.
Right,
like, you know, and that's why a lot of kids do hold in secrets. A lot of kids are afraid to talk to their parents because of our reactions. Mm-hmm. And I feel like once your child comes to you and feel like, hey, I need to talk to you about something serious, you know, be mindful, have an open mind, and say, okay, what's going on? Mm-hmm. When they tell you, don't spaz out, just be like, give me a moment. Mm-hmm. I need a few drinks, a blunt or something. Let me calm my mind down, calm my nerves down before I can give you my answer. But yeah, and I definitely too will touch on the ADHD situation with the child, because I too have a son that has ADHD, so that could be a topic.
I have ADHD. I mean,
do you think that giving your child all the many drugs they try to give?
Well, with my son, his attention span is very, very short. And, like, he doesn't want to focus at all. Now, he'll focus at home on them video games and other stuff. But when it comes time to that schoolwork and that, you know, just being at school, paying attention.
It's boring to him.
Yeah, it's not catching his attention. So the medication he's on helps him calm down and at least focus, but it doesn't help him to the point where he still struggles a lot. So I don't really think there's a medication out there for children with ADHD. I just think what they really need is somebody actually to take time with them and to help them and to lead them and be like, hey, we gonna do this, but I need you to not get frustrated, because that's what happens. He gets frustrated and be like, I just can't do it. I'm not gonna do it.
You know how I got through high school so quickly? And I had ADHD when I was younger. I was a terror. But I got through high school quickly because I went to summer school. And, you know, in summer school, well, Chicago summer school was free. But I went through summer school, and because it was only 2 or 3 people in that class, that teacher could spend more time with me.
Right.
And but once I figured out that I can get credits for the classes too, I was like, oh crap.
Right.
But I started going to summer school early in elementary school. We didn't have middle school in Chicago. Went through elementary school like my 6th and 7th grade. I started going through summer school because it was free. So once I started learning I can get credits for the classes, I started paying more attention and started getting more help. So when classes started, I was already past that because we learned that in summer school, so I didn't really need to pay that much attention to it, but I was still trying to pay attention to it. So it was just one of those things. I think a lot of people don't realize that when kids have ADHD, school is boring. School was very boring to me. Like, if I hadn't went to summer school, I probably wouldn't have got out of high school. But school was very boring to me. It was like, oh my God, I got to sit here for how long?
Right.
You know? High school was better because we got to switch class, which changed the atmosphere and the you know, the scenery. But just being in one class all day,
and see, with my son, what I do for him, because I know school is boring to him. So what we do is we try to like reward him. We be like, if you have a good day in school, we'll let you spend an extra hour outside, or you know, or we'll take you, you know, where you want to go or something like that. But his attention span is very, very short, and like he'll tell you, I don't like school. It's just the teachers yell at me and I can't get it. So
my attention's so bad, I could be sitting here on the couch doing some work, say I need to go upstairs and get something. By the time I get on the stairs, forget what it was I was getting, and concentrate on something totally different.
He's the type of person that he got to read 3 or 4 books
at a time.
Or
like I read 2.
He'll get bored.
Yeah. That's why, you know,
I don't think that's ADHD. I think that's just come with age, because I get bored. Doing that forever. I get bored real quick with a lot of stuff. Age. So, and it just started happening when I got older. Like, really? I can get really, really bored with something really fast. So, I don't think that's ADHD. I think that just come with age. Like, because, yeah. And then, since I've been older, my procrastination level is, oh my God, out this world. Like,
that procrastination is just lazy.
No, it's procrastination for real. Cause like, I'm always on the go and I like to keep going and stuff like that. But when I could be like, okay, I'm gonna start me a business. I could do the research, but then tomorrow I could be like, I don't even want to do that no more.
Okay.
I'm gonna just wait till next year.
Right.
Next year come, and I started the research again. Oh well, I'm gonna wait till next year again.
That's your New Year's resolution.
Yeah, it'd be my New Year's resolution every year. Like I'm gonna do it next year. Next year, I supposed to have 5 businesses by now. Ask me how many I got. Not none.
But you started this, so this is in the right direction, right?
Yeah, I did.
Right.
I did.
You changed the name.
Huh?
Why did you change the
I
name?
changed the name because DJ Lab actually put me on that there were multiple of No Filter podcasts.
Because I told you Slick told us.
Yeah. And when I started doing research, I was like, dang. And then it's one here in Atlanta, and I'm like, dang, I don't want to
It's hundreds
be
of
associated with them. Like, you know. Yeah, so I was like, okay, let's think of a name and let's change it.
I like the name.
So, yeah.
Did a good job on the name. Yeah. Okay. What else we got?
Well, it is our time.
Okay. What else you got?
I got a whole book of stuff.
Oh.
I was gonna ask you about when were you doing comedy?
Oh,
Yeah.
I was doing comedy. I started comedy in Milwaukee. Shoot, I don't remember when. It's been a while. It's been a good minute. I started comedy in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I didn't take it serious because, again, that was part of my procrastination. I was like, oh, yeah, I'm going to do comedy. But then, too, I let procrastination and I let fear get in the way because I always felt like somebody was better than me. So I competed. This story has never been told. So you heard it first on Miscommunication Talk Radio. I competed with comedian Kelly Kells. We were all in a competition together, and she won. She won, and when she won, I said, I'm not ever doing comedy again. So I stopped.
And that was it?
I stopped, and when I came to Georgia, I dibbled and dabbled in a few shows here. But then, like I said, I didn't take it serious, so I stopped doing comedy.
So it's not like that's my passion.
No, comedy is definitely not my passion.
Oh.
But I don't feel like I'm stage present funny. I feel like I'm naturally funny.
It's a difference.
Yeah. So, I mean, and I didn't want to really get on stage and just to be embarrassing myself because I'm not going to say I had stage fright. It's just thinking of stuff to talk about and actually being funny. So, yeah, so I just,
Content is not
yeah, so I stopped doing comedy. And so, yeah. Yep. Well, thank you all for tuning in tonight. I do appreciate it. And we will see you all next Monday. Bye.
I'm that bitch. Been that bitch, still that bitch. Will forever be that bitch. Forever be that bitch. Yeah, I'm the hood Mona Lisa. Break a nigga into pieces. Had to X some cheesy niggas out my circle like a pizza. I'm way too exclusive. I don't shop on Insta boutiques. All them little ass clothes only fit fake booties. Bad bitch, still talking cash shit. Pussy like water, I'm a mother and relaxing. I would never trip on a nigga if I had him. Bitch, that's my trash, you the maid, so you bagged him. I'm a savage, yeah. Classy, bougie, ratchet, yeah. Sassy, moody, nasty, yeah. Acting stupid, what's happening? Bitch, what's happening? Bitch, I'm a savage, yeah. Classy,